Well, I mean, recently I think people are paying a bit more attention to this whole kind of problem. I went last year to Borneo and arrived in the kind of right in the middle of all the forest fires, where they just set fire to everything, and all the some of the most amazing rainforests that are left in the world were being burnt down, and it was so depressing, all the wildlife, and how much of it's how much of it is going so quickly. And I studied a lot of maps of Borneo, and they've got some of the best rainforests in the world, and I can't believe how fast it's going. But I mean, something does have to be done about it, and I think people are beginning to have some kind of conscience. But it is, I've noticed since I've been travelling quite extensively in the last 20 years, probably when I first went to Japan or Thailand, I've really noticed in my lifetime how much the world has changed, how much wildlife has gone. Even in England, when like birds, things you take for granted, like butterflies, that kind of thing. And I just think that there has to be something that's addressed more importantly than anything else, because it is the most important thing, I think, at the moment with the environment. So let's hope not.
Well, it depends how long you want to live, really, doesn't it? I mean, yeah. How long do you want to live?
Yeah.
Well, we should. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, again, I feel people are utterly powerless. If you start like preaching it, then you're just a little splinter faction. Everyone thinks you're a nutter. But then that's where it's important to have a direct link between people and power, which is right now non-existent. So I see what you're getting at with this whole thing.
My life thing.
Well, hopefully we won't, is the answer to that. But I've got a horrible feeling that you're probably going to see about half of that go again. I think if we hang on to 10%, we'll be lucky. But the problem is, it's that age-old thing of, all of those forests tend to, be in areas. The reason they haven't been developed is because the local economies haven't been very developed. And now those economies are becoming more developed. They're turning around and going, well, hang on, you chop down your forest, why the hell shouldn't I chop down mine? So again, it's all about, the challenge is finding some kind of international system where we can, improve the standard of living in countries, non-first world countries, without constantly tying their hands in terms of what they can do with their natural resources. But again, that involves some kind of collective global thinking, and as a race we don't seem to be very good at that at the moment.
I don't think we should destroy the remaining 20%. I think we should stop straight away.
I think the way things are going at the moment, as much people are talking about, people need to be more green and saving, it's got to a point now where I think people are saturated with the information about that they don't quite realise that is the statistic, that there has been 80% gone. And I think if we're not careful and carry on with everyone thinking, well, it's going that way anyway, what difference can I make? I think people need to be told that they can make a difference, or it is going to be very soon that the rest of that 20% is gone. Well,
I think that we're on a helter-skelter to disaster with the way that we treat the earth that God bequeathed to us, and that is seen in the way that we slash and burn the natural resources which are irreplaceable, like the rainforest. So my guess is probably not that much longer. I am the father of a very young child, aged 1, with medical technology and so on as it is. He has a very good chance of living the best part of 100 years. My worry is what kind of world there will be in 100 years. His children may not have a world to live in at all.
I reckon 20 years, bro. It's well on its way, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I read some things recently about what they're doing in like Brazil and Colombia and stuff, and that, and it's just like ridiculously dark, innit?
Yeah,
but like, I don't know, I was talking to my mate about it, and he was saying like, why are you bothered? Because like, he was like telling him about this, and I'm like, well, why are you arsed? It's not like it's like out to the wheels, is it? But I was like, yeah, but it's like got some kind of thing to do with oxygen and that, innit? And he weren't having any of it. But no, it's really, I won't give it very long at all. 20 years, and I reckon we're pretty shafted in that regard.